Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello. Look at the colors on that overlay. Spooky.
Whoa.
Look at that new overlay. It's pretty good.
Oh.
All right, it's recap time. Who's doing it?
It will be me.
You.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to sound excited about it.
Oh, just, go ahead.
I've seen so many things that shattered my belief since I've started this adventure. Lies, old beings, gods, whispers of old heroes. Our stay in the city of glass proved to be fruitful. Even in the last few minutes before heading towards the meeting, Fane got the broker to translate the Taladani notes before further digging into his people's nature, while Caspian and Mazekeen summoned their new bounded familiar. After which, we took a look at some rare spells that we could learn here. We made jokes, we laughed, and for the first time in a while, we felt peaceful. I thought, hey, maybe we really did take a step towards saving the continent, but I should have known better. The meeting with the Wendigos was just a shocking revelation after the next. Metheria being back, somehow, was unbelievable statement in itself. But what came after was even more shocking. A mission. A mission to cleanse one of the sources of the plague that is ravaging the continent. Cleanse the city of glass, the bastion of the rebellion, and my home for the past 8 years. Cleanse it from every druid in its mix. In other words, genocide. Fane seemed to be taking it the worst, as expected. Mazekeen and Caspian didn't even blink at the prospect, and Simon and Elsie seemed to be on the fence. But this is wrong, right? We're supposed to save the continent, not kill a big portion of its people. The last chapter of our journey is upon us, and with it, a big decision awaits us. What choices will we make? How will we live with ourselves afterwards? We will be successful in saving this continent that seemed destined for doom. Welcome to a new journey. Welcome to our final chapter. Welcome to Bound and Broken, Necessary Evil.
Inspiration for you, buddy.
Good fucking recap.
Good.
Really good.
Solid. All right. And what would the party like to do?
Fane left first with the intent of breaking line of eyesight with the party.
Okay.
He is going to try it.
Do you want me to
Go
take
ahead.
you somewhere, or do you just... You're good where you are?
I'll just move over here for a second.
Okay.
Separation. I'll find somewhere quiet to sit down with Frosty.
Okay.
Sort of set him off of my shoulder and across from me. Yo. Friend. You have been with me through so much. I have need of your particular discernment. If you would lend it.
Process will look up to you. Whatever you need.
He's one sec. These he'll rifle through the Taladani notes. I don't know if the ancients of Corvanus are reachable here, or if even they know an answer for this. But will casting spells in such a sequence aid me? Is it a boon to be reached for? Or just another curse?
What do you mean, Fane?
The secret's in my skin. Each one revealed is a scar I did not know I held the wound for. And while I want to do this, and I feel it is necessary, I would like not to take needless risk. If you can divine answers, or at least tell me if it is a worthy venture or another dead end.
I see your turmoil, Fane. It twists you up inside. I may look towards the future and see its many ripples. But a stone thrown in one part of the pond will only ripple. It holds not to what sleeps beneath. The power will reveal what is to come, but success? I am not sure that it will reveal that. For what would be true victory in this case? The removal of the problem? If such a thing were possible, would not the Wendigo have suggested it? They are servants of balance, are they not?
I think their duty to Lord Woad supersedes that, and the greater balance does not help me clutch at strings to stop them from tying a noose around my people.
Well, you are mortal. Once you leave this place, what power will they have over you? If you do not want to do this, you do not have to.
The alternatives just lead to more death. With what fickle information we have the reminders threatening exterminatus should they catch one touched by the prism. We have the ancients stirring in their slumber, wishing to wipe all but the Enfante from this place. It is not about wanting to do something. It is ensuring that the soil is ready for new seeds to be planted.
Better it be by a caring and loving hand than an unfeeling one.
That is the reason I took this task, friend. If they are to die, I will ensure that their souls at least are released. They are not bound to Mytharian brazier or foreigner whim. It still does not stop me from wishing it were not so.
Of course, my friend. You wish for me to use my power to see if this is the right path? Or that it will bear the semblance of success in this endeavor?
Maybe not towards success, but whether it will aid in what is to come. Aid me in what I have to do.
Very well, Fane. I shall beseech the great ones and the ancient Fae. We will see what the very wise have to say. He opens his mouth.
He stifles a very emotional half laugh.
His tongue flops around outside of his like an antenna readjusting. Okay. What is the question you would like to ask divination wise?
Let me type it real quick.
Take a second. Look that up for me.
Will the completion of the Taladonic cipher through the successive casts of spells in the sequence of schools aid me in what is to come?
Yes. Colossus speaks.
He will nod, wiping tears from his eyes. And you, friend, one who holds balance above all. You don't have to witness the things to come, if you do not wish. You do not have to stay by my side.
He'll then waddle on top of his feet, close his mouth, and suck his tongue back in. He will then look directly at you and he will say, I am with you. Always.
He sort of half smiles, not expecting the answer. And I hope you will continue to guide me. He'll just start to stand up.
Hop. Hippity hoppity.
And then Fane will head to the tavern. Because he needs someone to teach him an illusion spell.
Okay. Meanwhile, anybody else over here doing anything?
Yes. After they leave, they get far enough from the Wendigos. Because Willie left first, so he will stop and turn around and look at the party. We're not really considering this, are we?
Of course we are.
It is a valid choice, no?
It might be the easiest choice, but it can't be the only one. There is another way we can do it. There has to be. I'm not gonna. You're condemning.
I believe the Wendigo state that other options have been either exhausted or too time-consuming.
Indeed. You heard them say time ran out some time ago.
I'm sorry, Caspian, if this comes out as disrespectful, but I don't care about what a fucking Wendigo said. I don't care what a god said. What did those gods ever do for this continent? Besides sit back and watch it burn to the ground.
Have you considered that their reach has not... The influence has not reached here before now?
Oh, yes. And now it's suddenly how convenient it reaches and one of the first things they do is condemn an entire population.
You clearly just don't understand the capability of the mad wizard that once held this place in the palm of their hand.
I don't. I know I don't. Half of the time what we're doing here I don't know. That's why For the most time, I've just been silent and funny with you guys. But it was also because I thought you were doing stuff to save the continent, not eliminate
We
a big
are.
portion of it.
But we are saving the continent.
You don't
Don't you
save.
see that?
You don't save a place by killing a quarter of it.
Well, you don't save a place either by empty attempts with no flooring. What do you even base your assumptions on that there's another way? I highly doubt that you have any more information than his god or any of these people here.
I
You
don't.
speak from a position of ignorance, and yet you claim there must be another way.
So what is the other way?
He will
Tell
look.
me.
He will look to the ground, and he will tighten his fists. I don't have it right now.
Well, right now would be a good time to have it.
But you said he will look at both. You said both of you wanted some time to retrain, right? 5 days?
It will take 10 for me to remove the influence of the apotheosis ritual.
Then how about this? And if in 10 days I find another solution, I want your word that we're not gonna go with a genocide.
No, I'm not putting my word on something like that.
Then why? Then if you say that there is no other solution, then why are you so afraid of?
Because
your mon-
putting word on something that you're just going to fish up in 10 days is not really worth that. You can make a
Then
point
what?
for it, and I'm sure we're all very happy to listen.
I will find a way. And then he will. And as he says that, he looks at Simon and Elsie. What is your true stance in on this?
Either option is fine. Whatever Fane chooses is what I'm gonna do. I don't really care. If the thing happen, my business will rise. So I win in any case.
Is that all you care about? Just business, profit?
Well, I care about my friends.
And your friend is out there being told that he needs to kill all his people. Don't you care about that?
He will surely endure this, my paladin.
Well,
He's
you heard
strong.
what he said.
You do understand that the solutions that have been implemented before, even if in ignorance, have only slowed down an inevitable decay.
Yes, but
Most methods your mind can come up with, most likely have already been tried in another facet. I will not
Yes,
deny the possibility of another path, but I will not delay what must be done for the sake of delaying an inevitable decay.
and you know who did that also? You know who also sacrificed the few for the many?
Who?
We fought them just before coming here. All 7 of them. Look at
So-
what happened to Mytheria. We're doing the same mistake she did, Caspian.
The world is not the same as it was all those years ago.
How is it different? We're doing the exact same thing that we promised we're not gonna do.
Did you hear me speak such a promise? I didn't think so.
He will just turn around, and I don't think there's any convincing you guys without proof. So you want proof? I will go give you another method.
If you
he
find a
will-
solution that holds merit, if it truly would bring balance and does not merely delay the inevitable, I will surely weigh it. But understand, balance does not wait on sentiment.
He will continue walking. As he leaves the fort.
Well, I'll see you in 10 days then.
He's going to the Shadow Broker.
I hope you luck.
That'll put you over there.
Mhm.
And the 4 of you?
I'm probably gonna go with Caspian to retrain defeats.
Okay. Mazekeen and Caspian are going shopping. Got it. And Simon and...
Yeah, Axolotl Elsie.
It's so funny, dude.
Sometimes they giveth, sometimes they giveth too much.
Simon, look at that shit. What the fuck?
You're free to join us if you want.
Elsie, let me ask you this. Are you still human down there? Just asking.
Okay. Firstly,
It might be a deal breaker.
that's fine.
I don't know if you lay eggs or
Besides,
what you do.
how far away are you sounding from Elsie, Simon?
Say again.
How far away are you standing away from her?
Next to her.
Adjacency.
In that case, you're probably not going to like respond to this with anything but a lure, but Elsie tries to grab you by the throat. Do you respond in any way?
He won't. Oh yes, just like old Elsie.
I think
Oh,
you may have
it's
some
still in
brain
you.
damage.
It's still in you.
I've held myself back for doing this. With the greatest respect. Considering that what you had just done, as she taps the great club-sized lump of orc bone or ogre bone that is now on her back. You need to be careful. Think before you speak.
Don't worry, it was just a joke. I, of course, still...
Jokes meant to be funny.
Sorry.
Lo siento.
And she's gonna... She's going to release you and just let you fall to the ground.
It's a choke.
Yes, I'm not resisting at all.
Simon Shaker. Oh!
Oh.
Oh, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache. Whoa.
Oh my god.
I have so much art to commission.
That is ominous.
Yeah.
The wonderful duality of this party. I have to kill all of my people. I'll find another way. Oh!
It is very bent and broken.
That is true.
Little did they know that Bound and Broken was in reference to BDSM.
Always has been.
Always has been. So
Caspian looking off to just a collage of him getting proned and pinned to the floor.
Oh.
Well, Sam's gonna respond. Well, in the end, I know it's still you. I just don't want to think about genocide right now. Might look tough, but in the end, it's a little rough. Attacking the city where I swear to protect.
Yeah.
Many died to get there, even my friends. So I'm just trying to not think about it right now.
I'm sure you'll be conflicted to everything that can happen there. Especially since I don't think Lander is going to be happy about that.
He might don't care, but we can
It
always
doesn't
move.
look like he has that power. Fair enough. But still.
In any case, I'll be by your side.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to just pick you up by the throat gently this time, and I'm going to just walk us both into the Shadow Broker. Because I've got shit to sell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gonna sell me. So.
No, you're useful.
Lo siento.
God damn it.
All right.
Perdóname.
Discúlpame. What is the Spanish word for choke? Just curious.
Estrangular.
Strangula? Really? Oh, okay.
Strangular.
Oh, strangular.
Yeah.
Strangular of me.
Put it next to Stabulina.
Stabulina, Strangulara.
It's her big
that's
brother.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man.
With twins.
Okay.
Oh god.
Let's see where we're gonna start. Let's go ahead and do Fane's thing. I think.
Alright.
Yeah, really.
No, that's the cauldron. I meant to go to the tavern. But yeah,
Oh.
tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Whee!
I think I was too distracted by whatever all that nonsense
I
was.
thought you just wanted to get flayed again.
No thanks.
It draws him in.
No, I've learned an illusion spell, so I can defy the illusion of choice of killing my people.
You could not live with your own failure. Where does it bring you? Back to me. Okay.
Loading.
A ese,
Oh, loaded.
a ese tipo de no puedo respirar. Earning that Spanish tag. Okay. Go ahead.
Is Doug still here?
Doug is still there.
Alright.
As you get closer, you will see that he has a tiny little tree in a pot in front of him. And he is whispering into it.
I'll sort of stand here to be in his line of sight.
Please give me fat melons in my future, Inca. Fruit that is to be grasped with both hands.
I'll stand
Please.
further back.
I'm
until he's
very alone, Lord Inca. My pollen requires... Oh, hello there.
Hello, Doug.
How
A
may
quick
I help
question. Do you happen to have any spells of the illusion school?
I sure do. I have invisibility.
That works. if you would like to trade for it, I have a few items.
Oh, think nothing of it, dear friend. We are kin, after all. Followers of the green. Please, I insist. Let me show you the spell.
He'll nod. I would appreciate it. Also, Frosty's on the table next to his tree.
Frossus will look at the tree awkwardly. Like meeting an ex at a party. Yeah, he'll just be like, "Oh, hello there, Miss Piggy. Good to see you." The leaves will shake. Oh, that's not very nice. Anyway.
Okay. It's an hour per spell level, right? If you're learning it from from the thing, then I will spend 2 hours learning invisibility.
All right. Now you must repeat the sacred words. I am a naughty farmer, I grow straight freaks.
Straight freaks.
Ah, yes, see, it is an ancient code and word from my people.
Naughty farmer.
It means to farm in a manner that is considered uncouth. Be hidden.
Oh.
And unseen.
There are druids on Corvanus that my father called naughty farmers, but I think the correct term was miller.
Indeed. Indeed, they have been known to be quite naughty themselves. Millers.
Straight freaks. Yeah.
Going somewhere else now. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, very. Meanwhile, at the Shadow Broker. Alright, let's see. You're not here. You're not here. You are here. You are here. You are also there. You are not here. You are there. You are not here. Let me get all my
And
Pokemon
this is
cards.
the right setup.
Why are we here?
What?
I followed you.
Oh,
Wait, why are they here?
sorry. Oh, I got it backwards. It was the other way.
I heard you're up to good.
No, they're gone. Wait, my lady! My lady!
Hurry up!
My
Come on!
Jesus Christ.
I have not prostrated myself before you today.
Oh god.
My lady! Oh,
Jesus.
alright. Hold on, let me go get...
Oh, no.
Let's see. Eventually, after their conversation, Simon... Whatever this thing is.
Whatever it is.
I'll get there in a second. Alright. Go ahead, Wilhelm.
Wilhelm is just walking in the shadow. Whoa, walking towards the Shadow Broker. English, please. He has a grim expression on his face, but his steps are quick, although his feet are little.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Niece? Nice? Oh, okay. Jesus, my brain is not braining.
A new
Too many
face
languages.
will look towards you. Oh, can I help you?
He will blink audibly. I'm sorry for being abrupt, but I'm quite desperate and I'm quite low on time.
All right, but only once. We can do it in the back if you'd like. You're quite small, so you're gonna have to work for it.
That's not what I'm talking about. Not
Oh!
You said you have access to pretty much a lot of information on what goes on in the Shadow City, right?
Yeah?
Is there a way to make will around here without selling stuff, because I don't have much stuff to sell, doing odd jobs, missions, anything like that?
Oh, will is gathered by the force within. It regenerates over time after accomplishing great feats. Of course, I suppose you could just steal it from people.
I don't think that's an option. Okay. He will think. He will stand there for a second and be deep in thought. Isn't there like something I can do for you that will require that will require something for you to do, but you don't have time for?
You already said no.
Oh. Okay. Well, I have a friend of mine that will be really interested in that. Look, he will turn around, probably hearing the voices of them two walking in and hoping it's actually Simon. He's not just dreaming.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
I decide when they get there.
Jesus, look,
Yeah,
I have
they're still choking right now.
And shaking.
And shaking, Simon Shaker, dude.
So, is that the only thing you would want?
Well, let's see what else I got here. There's a few people that owe me some. Well, what they owe me is not really your business. They escaped. You could grab them for me if you'd like.
Okay, that works. What do they look like? Where?
Here! Creature will produce a binder with parchment pages on it. Here you go, friend.
He will grab it.
Also, you could regenerate your will if that's what you're looking for by facing great challenges.
Great challenges, like the ones that the crow man told us about.
I don't know what he told you.
You're supposed to know. You know what?
I'm not omniscient.
Oh, anyway, thank you for this. And how much will this give me from you?
It depends on what you bring back.
Looks at the ledger. How many names are in there?
It's a list of creatures that have escaped from the dream. And then you'll have to go and destroy them and gather their essence and bring them back.
10 days. Oh, quite the mission. Well, I'll probably be back in 7 to 8 days.
Whatever you say! You cock teeth!
Jesus Christ. And then he starts walking
and
out.
Then you will see Simon and Elsie. Or some creature that calls itself Elsie.
Well, whatever that is. See him walking. He has some papers in his hand.
You better hurry up, Willie. You're short on time.
Ah! The Shadow Broker will laugh.
I will gently squeeze him by the throat to sort of reaffirm that he is still the bitch here.
I think she might have a job for the both of you, especially you, Simon.
Oh.
Huh?
And then he just walks away.
What that's about.
How can I help you?
Your name's very nice. You said you would be able to procure gold for certain things by taking a slice, right?
Depends.
I suppose any of this would be of interest. And I'm going to just see what should I have. That. 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 As well as all the fucking salts I'm never going to be able to use now. Let's refuse tools. Oh, and I'm sure Simon would be able to help evaluate some of the items.
Of
Shake
course.
Simon.
Yes.
After looking through the items offered, the Shadow Broker kind of shakes its many heads. Sorry, friend. Not really interested in any of that.
Damn. Thank you anyway. Just as Elsie's putting everything up on the table, still holding Simon by the neck.
Is there something that you want, Elsie?
For you to shut up first. Wilhelm said that you might have work for us.
No offense, but he's too big and you're too weird looking, says the many-headed grotesque creature.
I can do anything, if you ask me. I'm an expert.
Yes. We'll gently let Simon down. He has a point. He's surprisingly capable.
Give us a turn.
Can we do a turn?
Walk away.
360?
And as you do a quick spin. Nah. Now we're good.
Okay. Yeah, we tried. We tried.
Still concerning. Now it appears it's just me. Who's gonna walk out?
You're gonna what?
Just gonna walk out.
Oh, walk out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, at this point, people are off doing stuff. You two are at the memory market doing your retraining. Fane will be done in about 2 hours, so we're gonna go back to Fane. We should be done after all those antics down there, done walking around and doing weird stuff, and then we'll go back to them. Alright, the 2 hours pass. You now know invisibility.
I am the naughty farmer.
You grow straight, freaks, my friend.
He'll JoJo pose. His form flickers slightly, but he doesn't fully cast the spell.
Frozus looks longingly at the tree, who looks away, wind flowing through its branches. Frozus eventually breaks eye contact, wondering what could have been had he just not come home early that day.
Oh my god. That is... Oh. Anyway, thank you, Doug.
I was not always a priest of the moist path. You are most welcome, Fane, brother of the green. It is the binding of our shared beliefs that keeps us true to one another. Ever dependable.
Is there any areas within the Shadow City that are, I suppose, more druidically inclined?
Well, technically speaking, dreams are part of the druidic studies. So I suppose any quiet place would do. There's some lovely gardens just outside of the main Shadow City. They are generally safe, as long as you don't go over the edge.
I will go there, though.
I wish you luck, my friend. May your communion with the green bring you great joy. For together, our shared belief ensures that we were able to... Miss my Go XLR where I could just turn myself down slowly. Alright, is that where you would like to go?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
One sec. Give me a moment. One sec. Loading a map.
Wilhelm also said he was going to try and find Fane.
Oh.
After he had left the broker.
Oh, okay. Well.
On the way out.
Case.
In that case.
I'm gonna bring him to the garden. I'm still going there. That ain't changing.
No.
Skibbity bip bop, skip bop, bells go. Let's see. Woo! Whoop. As you exit the edge of Madness Tavern, you will see a short king.
Hello, Wilhelm.
How does Fane see him?
Pissed off. Sad.
Understandable. You see him like having like some papers in his hand, but for now he just looks at you with a awkward look on his face. How? It must be a stupid question, but it's the only one I know how to start with in this situation. So, how are you feeling?
He'll blink. Let's pass the pleasantries. I think you can discern such feelings easily. What do you have there?
I talked to the others, and they said if I somehow manage to, I don't know if it even counts as convincing them, but if I manage to find another way, a better way for us to solve the problem, then they won't go with the genocide plan. The only idea I have is somehow use remember the list of potions that we got?
Yes.
One of them was a potion of wish. It's the only solution I can think of in such a short amount of time. No, we don't have the will for it. But I talked to the broker, and they said that if I can do some odd jobs for them, and he will hold a stack of papers. This is some creatures that they want caught. If I can catch them, depending on how many I get, They will give us will for it. Caspian and Mazekeen are training for the next 10 days, so gives us time.
And where are these creatures? Surely not within the city with the Wendigos.
I don't know, which is why I came to you two, and he will look at Frosis. You said he can divine?
Not today. I've already used his assistance.
And we start tomorrow. Are you gonna help me?
There's a very long pause. There's a lot of discussion to be done, but I'm tying up a loose end. It just so happens you could help me with it. If you have nothing else to do, I would ask that you follow me to the gardens outside of the city. Just on the edge. Those notes, the cipher within, I intend to complete it. But some of my capabilities may need another person. I'd intended to summon, but I would rather it be someone tangible. Nothing too harmful. Your sight may be obscured. You may be commanded to kneel. But that is all.
Well, you already know my answer. Lead the way.
He'll nod. Yeah, I'll start leading the way, but we have to wait for Arcadum. So, as for the others, the two who drank the Viridian Stairs are not going to oppose such things. They are as the Wendigos are, beholden to their baser natures. It's not a negative, but it is consideration. I do not intend to purge my people easily. But if that is the last possibility, it has to be done. You know war, Wilhelm. You know what happens when a hand is cut and turned septic. An amputation must occur.
Yes, I know.
This
I know
is very
all too
much
well.
the same. I am committed to deciphering these glyphs in case there are further things, further pieces that can be slotted into place. Much of this wizard's task seems to fly under the view of gods, so I'm not beholden to their decree when it comes to his experiment. For all we know, there's a solution just out of sight. As for the potions of wish, I question their validity, to be honest. For if such things were possible, craftable, brewable, whatever you may call it, the whims of the world would so easily be shunted and shifted drastically.
Even if that's the case, it's better to... I won't just stand down and let those Wendigos and Mazekeen and Caspian dictate how this thing goes.
Oh, they will not. I will exhaust the efforts and then I will lead the charge. Make no mistake, while both of them are powerful, I do not intend to let them trod on the not yet dug graves of my people if I can help it. I am resolute to do the task. It does not mean I will not pursue the avenues that may circumvent it.
10 days is a lot of time. Let us hope it's enough.
10 days. Do you know if time passes here like it does in the waking realm?
I did not ask.
That is
I
an
did not
important
think.
distinction. And such, I do not believe it is wise to go chasing escaped creatures of the dream without Caspian. So if they are beyond the bounds of the city, it is not a clean endeavor.
And what are other solutions?
For now,
We're not-
deciphering this, I would assume our capacity for experience, or traveler's soul, as that great beast once called it, are worth things. So if it comes to a temporary freedom that leads to enslavement, I will offer all that I can.
No. You think maybe there's something more in the druidic tattoos? Maybe something we missed?
That
Maybe
is what
something...
That's precisely what I am doing, Wilhelm. There is an encryption here. I believe the broker called it a like a key to a lock, a piece that needs filling. That is what I am doing. I asked Frosty's to discern whether it was a valid endeavor that would aid me, and he confirmed it. So let's go.
Well, he will let you lead the way and follow behind you.
Alright, I'm taking Willie to the garden with me.
Hey, did I miss anything else?
No, we just
Roleplay.
talked about what he did and what Fane is planning to do.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
What's here? Is it?
Hey. As you step out of the City of Shadows, leaving it behind, you come out to the edge of its coalesced will, where there was a grove of dream trees, flickering and fleeting with the thoughts and prayers and desires of those on the edge of a fearful decision, and the edge of the workable ground that goes into the infinite expanse of the astral sea.
Fane would lead Wilhelm out. Not quite confident, but sure of himself. He looks at the trees. Somewhat of a familiar look on his eyes. Sort of come to a small clearing and begin to clear off whatever debris is on the top layer, and he will sit cross-legged on the ground. This place, at least these streams, seem to hold the concerns of those on the edge of a great decision. It seems that Doug sent me to a fitting place. He'll reach into his pocket and pull out the prismatic shard that Matheria had given him and set it between him and Wilhelm. And it seems that where this concerns decisions, this reflection of people, she gave me a reflection of hope with a bitter warning. He'll just set it down. Wilhelm, I would ask that you do not resist. Some of these, unfortunately, must be placed upon people.
Do not worry. I am here to help.
He'll tap, like, right in front of him to ask you to come closer. One hand on Wilhelm's shoulder, the other sort of flat up into the air. He will begin smiling at Wilhelm. And he will say, Kanasaha. And he will cast the evocation spell, Healing Word.
Healing spells are necromancy.
Is it changed in this? Okay. Then, I will update that tag later. I will cast Chromatic Orb above the Prismatic Shard.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like a bad idea. Same difference.
Alright. Hold, please.
You got it. If it's relevant, the damage type is cold.
Yes. In case it wasn't clear to people that have had this conversation with me before in the past, I think it is one of the stupidest things that they have ever done to change healing magic to conjuration, and I have never accepted it. It has always been necromancy, because that is what necromancy is. That's it. So that's an old man hill that I will eternally die on.
I went off the tag on my sheet.
Yeah, erase it now. It's not conjuration. It's fucking so stupid.
It's actually tagged as evocation rather than conjuration, which I don't know if makes more or less dumb.
So they changed it to conjuration, and then it became evocation, and it's like, I guess evocation makes more sense than conjuration, but it's life energy. Hold it. Sorry, hold on.
Bless you.
Yeah, it makes you so mad. I start
allergic reaction.
Allergic to bullshit.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
People be tripping. Okay? Besides, evocation doesn't need fucking spells under it.
I'm gonna refresh real quick because the music isn't playing for me.
I guess shoots me with a chromatic. Shoots me with chromatic orb and then dips. I see.
That one doesn't need to target you. He's firing that into the expanse. Unfortunately, 2 of these spells.
Don't worry about it.
Or I guess 3. Need to hit people. Thank you, Foundry, for picking today of all days to take forever to load.
Can me shit myself. Today's gonna be sick. Give me just a second.
I am excited. I really thought I would have to release Frosis. I really did. What a fucking homeboy. Also, sorry, chat. I am still a little sick.
Just a little sick.
It's just a little.
Just a little guy. Just a little fella.
Yeah, let me make sure my list is correct here. This page is slowing down. Okay. Alright. We're in and music is playing. Alright. Starting with the chromatic orb in the familiar pale blue that you've seen Fane cast over and over again. As he does so, gently ice begins to frost over the ground around us.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Secondly, he will cast Command, the enchantment spell. Considering it needs a creature, I will choose Wilhelm. I will tell him to smile.
He will smile.
In the outstretched hand that has the dissipating blue energy, I will cast Goodberry, which is a transmutation spell. He will sort of scatter them along the ground around us, these pale blueberries, dotting the landscape. Then he will cast the divination spell Tongues upon Wilhelm. As he does so, he continues in Druidic. I am the naughty farmer. I grow the straight freaks. And he will cast the illusion spell Invisibility on himself and immediately drop concentration. And then with a shift of position, he will cast Misty Step. Each spell, each incantation, shifting the air and covering the ground in further pieces of frost. Then he will draw on his own Wellspring, a spell his mother taught him. Important to his lineage, to his family. He will cast Mage Armor, which is his elven racial spell. And finally, when all seems dark, he will cast Blindness Deafness, which is Necromancy, on Wilhelm, and also break concentration as soon as he can, thus completing the sequence. Oh, thank you, Misty Step.
I have to refresh myself.
Jumps into shower.
Jumps in.
Take shower. Bye.
Hey Wilhelm, smile, look at these cool berries. Now you understand the languages of the universe.
It's also great that you did tongues before you did the invisibility one, so he understood.
Yeah.
Elton.
Oh, he dipped. The coward.
Merciless is all the way in top left.
No, it's uppers. Yeah, where? Bark, 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 bark.
Okay. Here we go. I know when you can hear everything.
Not yet. Mother. Oh, it's playing. Oh.
As Fane casts his magic, a willful intention behind it, a proper use of coded magic, and at the right place and at the right time, all of the parameters lock into place. And so, the magic bursts. And from it, shifting and wheeling around him, the energy of the dream begins to shift, peeling away like some overt fruit overly ripened, bursting forth. A panorama of colors begins to surround Fane and Wilhelm. The lights shine in prismatic and kaleidic patterns depicting that of the inputted codex of magic. Spells hidden within Fane's body, the very mana in which he wields, being called forth. And the one place where the bindings of mortal kind cannot reach such spells. So, Fane activates the sixth contingency. In the distance, the infinite void, stones begin to appear, hardening and shifting with each step. Eventually, those stones reveal feet that walk upon them. The shadows slowly begin to fade, showing a marching figure in a black robe and a wide brim hat, hiding its features. Across its back, a green glass greatsword, and within its hand, the shifting, swirling power of the violet. The being finishes its approach, and all of the magic around it almost holds its breath before a final and intentional swipe of the hand. The magic is silenced. The being that stands before you is an echo of itself, a shroud of mortal kin, of will, given manifest. Okay, before we go any further, at this point, Fane and Wilhelm will feel their personalities be peeled back. For this creature sees not the mortal vessels that contain them, but speaks to the traveler's souls within. During this conversation, you will have access to your player knowledge. Please be careful about what you say, what you ask, and what you do. Everything you are about to do is tracked and listened. You will not be able to speak to each other or your comrades above table. Everything will happen where the entity see it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So be it. I know when you hear the music.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. The being that manifests before you is this creature. The stranger speaks. Through grim tidings and whispered words, it seems that I have been called from the edge. Curious, such magics wielded by the ignorant. Speak thy name, thy kinned vessel half revealed to thee.
My name is Fane MacIre, son of ice.
Wilhelm Arthur Freeheart.
Names are known. This one may be referred to as the stranger. For more than that, shatter the conduit. You have inputted the codex of summoning the energy that ties myself to this experiment. It is surreal to see that it has continued in my absence. A testament, it would seem, to the trust that I had placed in my apprentices. Indeed, the sentiment given to the machinations of the past. But you find yourself outside of the experiment, like flies flitting across a windowed glass, looking in on the terrarium prepared for them. You speak to the arcane. Why? Why have you done this? What could drive you to such reckless action?
Fane will stand. As he does so, he will pick up and pocket the prismatic shard that he had left in front of him. The ongoing of the experiment has led the wider forces of Corvanus to make difficult decisions. The Leylinic issues, the manufactured forces, have led those Calcatesian deities to see what the experiment has made of the druids as a necessary cost to restore natural means to a continent built on artificial ones. They are asking me to purge my people, to purge those that bear these same tattoos, to end their lives like a sickened limb needing to be amputated before other illnesses can be purged. Reckless, yes, but necessary risks are the only way forward.
The stranger will chuckle softly. Necessary evils. Your ignorance over what is necessary is palpable, but you are not to be blamed for such things. You are a very small piece of a very large machine. I shall elucidate your position, that you might know, and from this knowledge, perhaps, we may find understanding. First, you should disabuse yourself of the notion that your continent is by any form or means natural. Truly, I wonder if you know even what that means. The point in your ears, where it comes from, and why it is. The continent that you swear such fealty to was in and of itself artificially created by the will of these very deities in which you speak of. They were known as different names then. The Eldar, they were called. Planting of the world seed, the star seed, many names it has. That is what has forged your continent. So first, disabuse yourself that any part of it is natural, as if it had occurred upon its own. Will has always shaped the worlds in which your people, mortal and kin and kith, have ever stepped. The second notion you should disabuse yourself of is that these deities are anything more than faith-mongering entities, hungering for a consistent relevance over their domains. Their adherence to morality is only so that they can transpose their own wills in a philosophical matrix that can garner more faith. To put it succinctly, they want what you have. As for the sickness that you discuss towards me of the ley lines, why do you think that it is sick? What penance of normality do you believe that could be used as a comparative? I'm curious. What would be normal in this case to you?
All my comparatives are from places beyond Corvallis. The knowledge of ley lines that do not surge through the people of its land, rendering them monstrosities or to dust, or shattering cities. Where mana would not impede or hurt those who attempt to wield it. The ley lines are sick because they do not fulfill the function that they should.
Incorrect analysis. Allow me to elucidate. With a single shift of his hand, he will reveal to you the continent of Kalkatesh. He will then gesture. This is the normalcy that you have spoken of, the one that you have based upon the foreign deities' idolations. Observe. The ley lines here, as you would therefore propose, flow quotations freely. But what you seem to not understand is that with each passing moment, as the ley lines are freely allowed to flow, they flow in and out of their natural filters, but each time the mana is lost. The whole is diminished. It fails. Yes, it is subtle, and perhaps even undetectable by most means, and the wisest know that this is a natural form of entropy. By their own admission, they would rather see the slow and painful death of the entirety of this branch of life than to assert themselves in a position that would make them less tenable to its rule. To put it succinctly, their death is slow and inevitable. However, the experiment upon your continent, it seems that you do not understand why it was enacted, or even its purpose. First, it was one of many experiments seeking to test the boundaries of creation's limitations and the binding covenants of Lord Death. For there was an enemy far greater than any you could possibly imagine that required all of creation to face against it by several iterations. The memory that you have conjured of myself informs me that we were successful, albeit I was destroyed. An unfortunate but necessary sacrifice, no doubt. The second was an attempt at the storage of atheistic energy. I will admit that my absence has caused abnormalities in the malfunctions of this experiment, but whilst that I was still there, and it was properly regulated, your continent has infinite mana. Never would it diminish, for with each passing of the filter, the life that is created in the minute dust would therefore create a net positive, and then it would be stored within the reserves, and then from those reserves be reallocated to any pieces of your continent that may have been failing in the nutrients of the ley lines. Any excess energy could be sold or siphoned elsewhere as needed. It was not quite yet perfect, but it was infinite. He waits.
Oh. When you speak of passing of the filter and excess being generated, do you speak of the transmutative properties of druids as they pull in and expel mana?
One of many. The experiment is complex, as is most of life. But yes, your kind play a pivotal role into this sort of allocation. So too did the first people stolen from the Vega. Although from what my shroud can detect, they have been diminished due to the improper balancing of such political aspirations. One that, had I still been available, I would have done so myself. But something that is easily rectified. Alright, at this point, I need you to make a perception check.
Yes, sir. I'll spend my inspiration on that.
Okay, two things happen. First, you notice that the shroud of the stranger is growing more pronounced, slowly but surely, as you continue to converse. And upon the use of your inspiration, the red thread of fate will flow around the stranger and into you, revealing this information to you. You will see the stranger picks at the string and takes a look at it. My. You are a potent traveler's soul, aren't you? He will wrap the string around his finger, color being restored to the hand in which he wraps around it.
You speak of regulations and experiments, and while you were still there, everything was still balanced.
That is not what I said, Halfling. I said it functioned properly. The experiment was incomplete. I needed to gather the data required in order to make a more perfected machine. Such is the way of science and progress. But continue with your inane point.
But it wasn't perfect, but it was infinite.
Correct.
So, is there a way for us, even though you're not here anymore, to bring it back to what it was while you were infinite, as you said?
For once, the stranger will pause. And then the voice will speak. Do you know of what you ask, traveler soul? Truly, do you understand the weight of such a question?
Wilhelm will pause for a second, and then he will continue. I don't. Not entirely, at least, but I would rather take the risk. Take that risk of going into the unknown than doing what we were told to do.
And what were you told to do, precisely?
Eliminate a whole branch of people from the continent. Every druid.
And?
And that's it.
That is all? I hardly think that will be sufficient. If the deaths of such people would have any impact at all, it surely must be more than that. I will have to look at the arithmetic to make sure. But if you are somehow fortunate enough that only the druids need to die in order to save your continent, that is a small price to pay, comparatively.
Is it?
Yes.
Who are we to decide that? What is
the ones in power?
Born?
Oh, I see. You have these moralities. It is time, perhaps, that you were given the truth. The real truth. Morality is a toxin to intelligence. It kills the mind. You would wail and waft against what is overall a efficient use of your time. The very act of asking who are we to decide, you are the one in power. Do you not see that? If there was a way to change the fate, then find it. But to wail against its existence and to question your own strength, let me ask you a question. In fact, I will not ask. Let us reveal. And with a single flit of his wrist, you will see everything you have ever killed flow before your face. The images of each creature and person that Wilhelm has killed. Look upon them. Have you not ended lives and increased your strength from it? How is what you have done to achieve this power any different than what is asked of you now? Because its scale has increased? Your propensity towards your own actions working against your supposed moralities is revelation. The very fact that you have killed so many to achieve such power is indicative that you were seeking to do such a thing. One cannot enact one's will upon this world without power to do so. Anything else is tripe, folly, and lies, meant to control and manipulate you. How many do you think the druids are? Do you even know?
I would say thousands.
Okay, how many? 10,000? 30,000?
He'll quiet down for a second and turn his eyes towards Fane.
Do not look to your
Okay.
companion. You will answer my question, or admit that you know not the answer.
He will shake his head. I do not know.
Exactly. And that, you see, is the greatest enemy of all. Ignorance. I am no Alakan high speaker or Vlibber, because I do not believe in that particular deity's propensity at making any sense and being effective, but there was one thing he is correct about. Ignorance is the greatest enemy there is, and unfortunately, you are steeped in it. Therefore, how, in your position, can you possibly make any decision whatsoever and know that it to be right? Because your heart tells you to? Because of a chemical firing within your brain matter? Foolish. But I am not here to insult you. Listen, and perhaps you might learn. Let us say that the populations are relatively the same of when I had left service. That means that the elvish population, which is the propensity of all druid kind, is already a minor population compared to the vastness of humankind, dwarfkind, and the various other inklings and sub-races. So you have a minority race whose numbers are not nearly comparative to the others, and then, within those, you have a smaller percentage of that race that attribute themselves to druids. Let us say that 3% of the population is comprised under that which must die. You would sacrifice 97% for 3?
I would find a way to not sacrifice anybody.
Yes, your constant optimism. But as you have already stated, you are completely ignorant of any such path. And the time, I dare say, that you waste trying to find it when you have a tenable solution in front of you, may yet cause the death of 100% of them. Is that not the gamble that you are making? And furthermore, who are you to decide to gamble with the lives of so many people? To use your own logic against you? Your silence is telling. Druid, you have been tasked, no doubt, by some entity to do this. And you have steeled yourself to do so, have you not?
I have. I do not wish to. But it is, as you say, the pragmatics of it outweighed the emotions.
All right, you start to see that the stranger becomes more colored, more manifested.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will see his head tilt slightly, and he will say, apologies, I am not quite myself. But if you seek another path, perhaps I may have one. One that will perhaps be more tenable.
I would hear it, if you have it.
It would seem that based off of what I can glean from your minds of past conversations, Lord Woad has revealed one of the problems with the experiment. Truly, had I been around, this would not have happened, but we must deal with what we have, and the mess must be cleaned. That is true. It would seem that the reason that the druids need to be killed is that their filtering has gone off kilter. A reset must be made, but you have not the time to reteach them. Therefore, the easiest manner in which to ensure that the druidic neference that you have seen within the very scars that can be reset, it must be done so at the sources. Yes, the sources of the Green Pantheon have been elucidated from each other by my design to ensure that there would not be any dissension. Therefore, I believe you must go forth and destroy what the druids hail their primal strength from. Doing so would ensure that their effect will be greatly diminished, and perhaps even to the point that their deaths are no longer required. You would have to seek the 2 Fey linchpins that I implanted.
He'll tilt his head. And what are those?
I believe the entities refer to themselves as the Toad King and the Frog Prince.
His eyes will glaze over for a second. I will consider this.
The stranger will continue. Their destruction will ensure that the very need that you have to kill your kin will be removed. 2 deaths for the exchange of thousands. Does that work more to your moralities, halfling?
They will just keep looking. He will look at him but not say anything. He's grunting his teeth.
With that, it is truly something to feel again. I should contact my apprentices.
For what purpose did you leave a coded sequence that would manifest a piece of you?
A contingency, of course, in case I should be destroyed in my battle against the enemy. A good thing as well. The foresight of my wisdom proving itself that I am here, no longer destroyed.
Yet you are but echo suspended upon whim and mana.
For now.
What task would you pursue without a great enemy to dedicate your mind against?
There is more to this world than you could possibly begin to imagine, but I shall attempt to elucidate. The enemy was simply the most pressing. There are many other threats to this place. The fall of Lord Teledon, we have little recourse but to prepare for war. Now that the enemy has been silenced, and the balance restored, they shall come for our resources. To the edge of twilight, A war of the stars will begin. Preparations must be made.
We'll take this information in, watching the coalescing form of the stranger.
Okay, so at this point, Fane, something that is revealed to you, and hopefully not to the stranger, is that his coalescence is nearing a sufficient amount that he no longer requires your mana to anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Once this threshold is bypassed, the stranger will be returned in the official sense. However, if you disperse the energy now, you could see that the stranger is not returned. The choice is yours.
I'm gonna take a moment to think.
Yeah, take your time. It's an important one. My God, is it important.
This interaction wields both my knowledge and Fane's.
That is correct. You have access to both.
Another question, if you can answer it. Is the mana that he is coalescing from prismatic, distinctly?
No. It is magic of the void. Not been explored by pretty much anyone yet, so.
Mm-hmm. He mentioned the edge, which we had been to. But we did not see a tree with his name. Fane will begin to step towards the stranger. Blood of my blood, master of many, father to 1,000 children whose names are nothing more than pieces of analytics. Contingencies, fail-safes, hurt, shadow, soul, the edge, dust, silver salt, the ancients. Brick by brick, you built yourself a grand mausoleum in the hopes that an intrepid grave robber would hit the wrong switch and let rise your burdens. The gods are foolish, selfish. But they were weak in the face of the enemy. They did not sacrifice, could not give over what you could. I can resist being a puppet to their whims, but I cannot ever allow you to take up the strings. May your apprentices fall, may the prison remain sealed, and may whatever wars on the edges of this world wage without my eyes upon them. Fade, apparition, into the inscriptions that you left for me. And I will begin to suffuse the mana back into the tattoos.
As you begin to dispel the energy, you will feel, suddenly, a serpent's grasp around your throat. The power of your soul flitters and flicks before a great beast in the dark. Petulant child. We shall see if you have the strength to dispel me. Alright. Time to soul clash. D20 plus your character level.
Man.
Alright.
Come on, please. Okay.
Fane reaches up, gripping at the pressure upon his throat, attempting to claw mana into it to wrest control.
Fane struggles forth, pressing against the stranger. His magic pursing against the great storm. A flowing candle and a terrible wind. You will make a fine vessel. Through you I will live again. Now watch, halfling. Your fate is within him. Flashes coming free.
There's nothing I can do to help, right? Clash is a 1-on-1.
You can try to do whatever you want.
Oh boy. I will try to, okay, Wilhelm, remembering the words of the stranger and the words of the broker, that the will is used to impose your will upon this world. And so he will try to use every little bit of magic he has, every little bit of power. And he will try to impose his will to unbound Fane from the stranger.
Okay, how much will do you have?
2.
2? Okay.
2 will.
Roll a d20 plus 20.
/ R 1d20 1d20 plus 20. Please.
Wilhelm will expend his will since he is still alive in the waking realm, it will manifest more quickly than the echoing shadow of Tyr. It will crash into the magic of the stranger, causing him to falter just for a moment. Fane, desperation flows through you and your traveler's soul. One chance. Roll when you'd like.
As Wilhelm gathers the courage, and I can feel him at my back, while being sort of strangled, he'll dig his heels into the ground. The mana within flowing freely, sort of surging off of his skin in pale blue wisps. He will grit his teeth. Nothing more needs to be said. Conviction in his heart. And he will roll a 4.
Alright,
Can
Wilhelm?
Can I use my birthday 20 on him?
No. Clashes cannot be be affected by meta rolls. But you can attempt to help him.
Yes, I will.
By putting your own soul on the line.
Yeah, I will. /R 1d20 plus 9. Please.
You rolled a 7.
And roll a 7.
Blood of my blood. I know your name. I know everything. You'll see that pieces of him start to fade away, as you will feel a new presence. An ocean of strength crashes in behind you, Fane, swirling around Wilhelm and Fane as this creature appears.
Cool, brother.
Oh, it's the best boy.
Know this, echo of darkness! Your time has passed! Your power is faded! By the brothers of the dream! Back to memory! Of whose whimsy has caused this?
And falls to his knees.
Immediately falls on his butt.
He will turn. He'll choke and spit out some blood while I actually cough. It was not whimsy. He'll shake his head. But a plighted desperation. Answers sought and answers found by a claw that attempted to hang on.
you, lost one! You venture to the edge and mess with metal. Oof! Oof! I'm so very cross with you! My brother will have a talking with you later. Now you go back inside this instant!
He will blink, inferring the brother comment, realizing. We'll give a bow. Come on, Wilhelm. Let's go back.
Wilhelm will
And
slowly
you! It will look down to Frossus. Frossus will kind of go white. It was your duty to oversee this mortal. You will be receiving an official reprimand. Frossus will bow his head. Now don't look so sad. He'll conjure cookies in front of Fane. Eat
He
up.
will force
You're
a
a growing
smile.
boy.
With all the will he has in his body, he will pretend to enjoy eating the cookies.
Very good. Bye.
He will offer the plate of cookies to Wilhelm.
Wilhelm will start stress eating the shit out of them.
As soon as your hand sort of grips the plate so you can like grab a cookie off of it, Fane lets go of it so you can have it. They're walking away. It's your plate now.
What? Willie will, he will turn back, look at where Owen was, and will say, "Thank you for saving us," as his voice just echoes.
In the distance.
And
You're welcome.
Can I arcana myself as we walk past?
Please don't cry on my floor.
Can I arcana myself on the way back to see if any of the mana manifested from that is still clinging to myself?
Sure. Alright, so here's what happened. The use of will from Wilhelm was enough to attract Owen's attention that he was able to dispel the echo, but you did fail in the clash. And as such, the malevolence of Tyr, not wishing to be denied his return and his experiments untended, you will feel that there is a curse upon your mana, the wizard Tyr, and all that share your blood.
I assume it would take longer to discern what the curse is.
Yes.
You got it. Well, that's my downtime activity.
Great. I know what I'm going to do with my downtime. Cool. Awesome.
Until Woad summons me for a talking to, I guess.
My brother's going to have a talking with you. Oh, I'm very disappointed. Now go inside. Don't look so sad. Have a good. I love all, dude. Back to memory. That was great line.
Still eating a cookie. Wait, Frossus, I did not know you were such an important person.
Oh, I'm He doesn't respond any further.
Oh man. +1 Frossus. Okay, now I'm gonna go actually stress eat and stress piss. Okay.
Okay.
Respectable.
That was fun.
That isn't what I thought would happen. And I put a lot of thought into whether or not he should be back.
It's your choice. You made a decision.
Yeah.
Ain't no skin off my back. If anything, it means I don't have to spend the next 2 days rewriting even more. My God. The difference. that would be crazy. Sorry, my brain's still tying together all the things that could have been. My God.
Huh.
Well, man, losing that clash sucked. I wasted all my luck on Karaka's death save.
Man!
Well, that kind of just happened in the garden.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The Konami code is scary. I don't advise you push it.
Going
What if I do
from
it again?
going from all this information to the tension of almost throwing up. Nice.
What's the worst that could have happened? Fane gets possessed and becomes Tyr.
You become your last words.
You laugh, but it's great. Look at this. Look at the storytelling. It's so good.
Also, confirming Arcadum hates me. Hey, do you want to kill your entire people or the two cool frog fae? Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Are you gonna meet them?
It's what was required. You either get rid of them or you get rid of the thing they use. This
Like
is
you
all
bought me my favorite cereal and then pissed in the bowl.
A skill issue.
Come out, you black and tan! Come out and fight me like a man!
I do also need to stress piss and stress walk, so I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be listening in, so I'll reply in side chat if I need it.
It's all good. Alright, that was super fun. Alright, you guys are retraining. Elsie and Simon, do you guys want to do anything else before I start moving time forward?
So Simon's gonna try to recreate the bomb, the Angel Breaker.
Okay.
Just a roll?
Well, that's gonna take like downtime and rolls and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll also try to learn, find familiar if Caspian or Mazekeen helps him.
Oh god. Please.
I don't think I can teach you.
Please. Please!
Yes. Just
You have to go to the French wizard.
I want a special friend.
Everyone wants a special friend.
I want a special friend.
Simon, the play? Get find Steed instead. Become the stereotype of the dashing, handsome man riding in on a valiant steed.
Oh god, it's true actually. Get the other snail back.
Yeah, Sloog.
Get Sloog back.
I love you.
I love you.
sure.
Oh no. Man.
I love you.
Imagine he brings him back, gets possessed. Oh!
God.
Horrible.
And nobody knows except Wilhelm. Traumatized for life.
Abyss raid.
Yeah. Could have went straight in Nutter Butters at that piece of lore.
Mm-hmm.
I have a headache.
Should have drank more of what the Owen gave you. Eat the cookies. Drink the milk.
Don't look so sad.
Well,
Okay. Alright, fine. Does Caspian teach Simon find familiar?
That's at a first level, that's an hour out of my day. Sure.
Okay.
If he really wants to.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, me.
I want my rat.
I want
to shake.
I want my rat to shake. It's not guaranteed you get a rat. I want my rat to shake. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you cast Find Familiar. Yap. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you roll only 7s on this, do you summon Tyr as your familiar?
Do not play with that joke again.
That was funny.
Little tear. A
Oh,
cry.
dear.
Yeah. Willie and Fane just walk back, and then they see a little version of Tyr walking down with Simon.
Just the part of the soul. The part with improv comedy.
Their PTSD triggers.
If I get a bunny, I'll die.
This is a fucking a rabbit, and you're just like, oh no.
Oh no, he's back.
PTSD. I'm sorry, friend. Simon, how come sometimes when you look at me, you look so sad?
Get the bones.
The bones in the back. God, dude. Talk about just desecrated. Like, you get roofied, transformed, killed, and now your bones don't even get to rest carried around by this guy.
Yeah. Hey, hopefully I can resurrect him. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You resurrect him as the bunny or the ogre?
Whatever.
You know, whatever.
No, whatever.
Whatever works. Okay.
Yeah, the only important question. Does he help me do bombs?
No. No, it's not gonna help you do bonds. No.
Can he be shaken?
I guess it can be shaken, yeah. Like, a rat shake. I still haven't played that game.
Oh, what do you think, familiar? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Actually, I have to go double check what this creature is real quick. Just give me a second.
Do you get the Charizard shiny?
The Charizard shiny? I don't know anything about that. Never played Pokemon.
Same. A new friend joins the battle.
Okay. Okay. He is.
He's gonna take the puppy. Nice.
Don't give your familiar.
Oh no.
Have you learned nothing, Simon? Have you learned nothing?
No.
No.
I think there was a lesson, but I didn't get it.
Jesus. One of these days.
I don't think I'm spelling.
The writing was on the wall, but unfortunately Simon couldn't read.
Necessary. No, Shamber, I got a familiar.
Yeah,
Context.
It's all good. I heard you wanted to shake him like a rat.
Yeah.
And you hope he helps you with bombs.
True.
Bomba.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, man.
Alright.
Time to add another one to the familiar list.
I do want to give a big shout out to Venom, who's popped off the session. Good job, buddy.
For realsies.
He did very well.
I think he's still stress eating, but he'll air it in the VOD.
Look, I fasted the whole day. I'm finally able to eat, and I'm stress eating. It works.
Oh, yeah, isn't it Ramadan or something?
Yeah, first day for me.
Ramadan? Okay. As you finish your spell, Simon.
He's doing a little dance.
Alright. A tiny creature will be summoned. Its small, bulbous body with elongated toenails and a tiny little loincloth and a helmet made out of a turtle shell will appear before you. Behold.
Oh my god.
The fuck is it?
I love him so much.
What the fuck? That is so innocent.
Bros, just move aside. Look at this dude.
As he is summoned, he will look up.
Hello.
Hey, little guy.
Are you my summoner?
Yes, I'm your master.
Oh, okay. Hello, master. I'm Gwimp. Pleasure to be of assistance.
Imp. Well, I'm your master. That's the only name you need to know.
Okay.
Excellent. So, what was your name again? I forgot.
I am Gwimp.
Gwamp? Okay, Gwamp it is. So, Gwamp, what do you do? Are you a turtle? What are you?
I am a domovoy. A house spirit in the common tongue. I care for the home and keep it safe. Do you have a home, master?
I mean, I have this sloppy handshake. I can go home.
Is that a place?
Yeah, very sticky.
Very well.
So, do you like protect things or?
Yes.
Like what? Like
Your house. or home.
I mean, do you fight? Do you
Fight?
you bite?
Bite? I can turn into...
I was gonna grab it and shake it.
Ah!
Tell me.
I can turn into a dog!
You're a dog? What?
No, I can turn into one.
Oh, that's...
Or a cat, if you prefer that.
Yeah, you can be a cat.
Okay.
Those are very agile. So you're like a mini shifter.
I can turn only into a dog or a cat.
I mean, you can do better. Okay.
I also possess other spells, if that interests you, Master.
Oh, you're magical? What can you do?
Well, I can mend your clothes when damaged. I can clean. I can go invisible when needed. I can put you to sleep. I can conjure various food items. And once per week or so, I can summon my energy and I can use an augury to determine your current state of welfare.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. Well, little Wump, I don't know if you have a hand. He will try to shake your hand instead.
Oh yes, I've heard of this human custom.
He will stand up and will shake the end of your finger.
Well, it'll be a pleasure to have you in Landers Enterprise. It'll be nice to have you.
Very good.
You're gonna do well in this company. I have some things in mind, but we can talk this later.
Very well. What is the first task you would like me to do?
I guess you can become a cat and just run around trying to listen what people say. And then come back and tell me.
Very well. Oh, I almost forgot. If you need anything heavy moved, just let me know.
Well then, I'll put... can you like save it in your... Like you carry it or how you do it?
Oh, I just lift things with my mind.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
You like to see?
Please. Do me.
Okay. He will lift you with his mind, using his innate telekinesis.
Please shake me.
Okay. Shakes you.
Whoa.
Whoa!
You know
this
where
guy's
was
great.
under rat shaking.
He knows what he's doing.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you over the shaking.
You know what you're doing. You're gonna be perfect.
Oh. Would you like me to shake myself with you?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Simultaneous shaker. So as a reference, he is a Domovoy, which is a house spirit. He has at-will invisibility and sleep, mage hand, mending, prestidigitation, and he can use augury once per week. He also has innate telekinesis, giving him the capacity to control up to 125 pounds.
of weight, and he can move it up to 20 feet. Plus, he can use things like he can attack with it. He can use combat maneuvers, stuff like that.
Ooh, nice.
What's his
100.
DC?
His DC is like 15.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
He can actually make me fly.
He can shake you.
Can he what? Can he what?
He can actually make me fly. I'm 100-pound flat with armor and equipment and everything.
Toss the halfling.
Excellent.
Is it just within 20 feet of Gwimp, or can it be like Gwimp gets on Wilhelm's back, grabs him with telekinesis, he technically flies everywhere now?
Grim, shake this fool.
As you wish, master.
Whoa. Start shaking.
God.
I love this guy.
As a reminder, that's what he looks like, dude. His little helmet on.
I love it.
He may be my favorite Corvinus familiar. Behind Frosus, but I'm biased because he's a frog. But fucking look at this dude.
Hello.
I love him.
Yeah, Sam's gonna put some jewelry on him. Like golden.
You're gonna bling him up?
Yeah.
This is my
Colossus,
familiar
please draw out of that. Please draw him bling down.
I will.
Please.
Yeah.
Gonna
be a pimp.
Pimp my quimp.
I've cried 3 times this session for drastically different reasons.
Same here.
Gonna be the lowrider of bets.
Wanna be a baller, shakara, 20-inch blade, only Impala.
Nice.
Rolling. See me riding kinesis.
See me shake.
See, they see me shaking. They hate it. God. The fact that you have a command word, Wimp, shake me. Oh, God. Okay. So let's go ahead and resolve your downtime retraining. What are you guys doing over there for that?
I need to get rid of both the Apotheosis feats since they don't do anything at the current moment.
Yeah, same. I only have one that I'm retraining to. Greater Familiar.
Oh, greater familiar, you say?
Greater Familiar.
Alright, where is he? Where is he?
Where did you put him? Where is he? There.
My lady! You have bequeathed upon me such power!
Yes, and it is time for an equipment change.
Oh, good. Now I can do Major Domo. Fucking scream.
Title upgrade.
Daimyo Squeen.
Oh, God.
Well, now I have to get custom art made of a fucking samurai snail.
Yeah.
With, like, full samurai, you know, the helmet, the Kabuto helmet, and, like, the banded mail across the...
I have some input if you want.
I mean, you're an art. You can draw it if you want. I'll use it. That's fine.
Yes.
Give him a flag that's just like Mazekeen blowing a kiss or some shit, dude. Like,
God.
a flag on his back, dude. Make him a fucking otaku.
Oh, but maybe.
Yo!
On his cape says #1 Mazekeen fan.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My lady.
I thought it would be cool if his shell is like a gourd or something. Like
Yeah, that'd be cool,
you know?
yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Hey,
cool idea.
you, whatever you want. You draw it up. It's your snail samurai.
I might have
It's your
to commission
samurai.
somebody though, so I'm gonna have to
Well,
talk
do what you want. Do what you want.
because I'm not gonna have much time to draw in the next weeks.
How unfortunate.
Okay, and Fane is learning about the curse, bomb research for Simon, monastic medication, feat retraining. What are you doing, Willie?
Oh, good question.
Yeah? You get
well-
hit with some bombshells? Suddenly
Well-
realize the inanity of your constant attempt to stop killing some people compared to all the people you've killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird when somebody with knowledge hits you with it. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like the embodiment of neutrality that told you the same thing before you left.
The first. I mean, I only have one thing I want to do.
I
Is like
told you so.
learn a spell from Fane. Aside from that, just waiting on Woad to hit me with the judgmental hammer.
Yeah, you guys gonna like come back and like contact people about the fact that you did this shit?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. People were doing rat shaker and stuff, so it's just gonna go with the flow.
Rat shaking!
How much time we got left in session?
Like 20 minutes.
What?
Huh?
Like 5 minutes? 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 5.
Alright, then let's just
Session then.
lay out the retraining so people know what they're doing, and then
Sure.
do the like big group ORP next session, because that's gonna take longer than 5 minutes.
It will, in fact.
So
Alright, well, let's go ahead and do make me investigation checks about curse research, make me alchemy checks for bomb research. Monastic meditation just requires time until the big roll. And feat retraining you've already done, and Wilhelm is lost. Can Fane teach me shield?
I mean, I'm primal and you're divine, so I think you'll have to get it elsewhere.
Gotta get a wizard.
You get it from Caspian.
I don't think Caspian has shield.
I don't
I'm checking something real quick.
Too much AC, man.
The first, because we're doing this over a number of days, right?
Yeah, 10 days.
10 days.
Alright, for the investigation, the first one will be without a +9. After day 1, I'm going to move the Breath of Experience feature into investigation to give that my level.
Okay.
So, first roll, adding modifier real quick. Boom. Oh, I fucking put it in intimidation because I'm very intelligent. Don't mind me.
How long do I need for a single feat?
5 days, right?
5 days per feat, yeah.
Then I might find something else to do for the rest of them 5 days as well. Oof.
Oh my
Just
god.
by the by, saying this out loud, mostly for chat's sake, retraining feats. One is going to turn into an ASI for wisdom, and the other is just going to be Chosen of the Old.
And, okay. So, Fane, your research from what you're able to discover about the curse that left behind by the stranger, the stranger's curse afflicts your bloodline. The baleful will of the stranger's machinations means that anything that has to, like, basically any creature that can draw its lineage to tier, such as constructs and stuff like that, will have advantageous abilities or advantage itself to attack you and those that share blood with you.
Can I get the level of the curse?
7.
7. Remove curse, does that have the same dispel component where you can roll versus it?
Yep.
Or yeah? Okay. I need to learn remove curse then.
Yeah,
I mean, I can have Caspian put in my shadow. I'll figure that out over the time.
Would there be any other demonic feats here that I could learn and replace one of the demonic feats I already have with?
Negative.
Alright, then I'm
Well,
gonna
that was
probably.
well.
Hmm? Alright. I'm probably gonna look for spells then as well. But
Spells? Spells?
Spells.
You guys got any spells?
Spare some spells, my lord. Spare some spells.
How early in the course of the research was that information gained? Or is it the full after 10 days that's the info got?
That's after 10 days.
You got it.
And Simon, you can roll for the rest of the days.
Okay. How many days?
9 more.
Okay. Oh, wait. I think I just wrong one.
Yeah, you rolled the wrong thing.
It's fine.
Damn it.
It's fine.
All of those have a +1 because his proficiency isn't updated on that for some reason.
Well, he's also... Yeah. He rolled the wrong... It doesn't matter. That's plenty. What were you trying to recreate again?
The Angel Breaker. The grenade.
Angel Breaker grenade takes... see here. It is a DC 23 to create. And it costs 15 stocks of alchemical stocks to create. And the bare minimum gold to make it is 300, and that's if you have the materials. Okay. There you go.
Alright.
Oh, got that done. Let's see.
It's gonna shake some fools.
To create, to study the Angel Breaker grenade, you will have to destroy it, so you'll have to make a new one. Just so you know. Okay, looks good to me. All right. Good session. Yeah, solid. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Lots of cool stuff happened.
Good work. Yes.
Lots of crazy shit occurred.
Oh, do I know if the curse has to be removed individually on each member of the bloodline? Or am I the source of it on those
You are the
people?
source of it, so removing it from you should remove it from your family members.
Sounds good.
Remove curse follows dispel magic logic where it's +5 per differential in level for the DC.
There's other factors there. But
like the cast.
Yeah, and the caster in this case is
yeah.
You know, sweats, dabs forehead. Okay.
Yeah, our best shot is me learning it primal infuse 6th level slot. Trying to shoot it. That's our best bet.
I mean, if you really
Don't fuck
want
up.
to, I can. If you really want to, I can give you the guaranteed 20.
I don't have the spell currently, so shame.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's if your birthday 20 persists after this. I don't know. I don't think you had to roll a single dice this session.
Nope.
No applicable roll was there, so I'm fine with it going to the next session. It's meant to be a gift, and if you never had the opportunity to do it, that's one thing. But saving it for 6 months is not the intention at all.
Yeah.
People trying to game my birthday presents over here.
Crazy.
What if we all save them for the final battle and then bombard them with critical hit?
We have a lot.
All right, so we got some fan art. First, we're going to start with this one. Look at that.
Yeah, I woke up to that today. It was so great.
Yeah, Casey
so happy.
Casey did a hell of a job on that one. I like his comic book style, like when he draws like that.
Yeah,
It really looks like
it looks so good.
Classic Western comic book. Sorry, I haven't been silly lately. I've been at war with myself again.
That's how I felt coming into the session.
I feel like there are the other ones as well above that.
Those are shown.
Yeah.
Rat Shaker.
I forgot. The Rat Shaker.
Monster Hunter Willie.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
This DSC is crazy.
The next one's great. I hope someone makes a GIF that sequences the movement with the activation of the Tokyo.
Oh.
Oh yeah. This is chat
Simon when he's shaking.
Yeah. Checks out.
Ignorance is the real issue.
Thank you, Squid Tier.
Coming in here giving us a lesson about knowledge.
I really try to, when I roleplay him, I really try to portray like how deep in the sauce he is, that he just loses all sense of humanity.
Oh yeah, he is pragmatism to the core.
Yeah.
He did kind of feel like the guy you didn't invite to the party, who shows up anyways, lectures you at the door, and then tries, when you try to close the door, puts a foot in between. It's like, wait, you haven't heard the end of the story yet.
Let me inside. Let me in. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting this channel. I'll see you in 2 hours for Gates and Guardians. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.